Well, it's official. The new north end zone at Memorial Stadium is dedicated, and IU athletic department leaders hope the new addition will be a big boost for the football program.
But it goes beyond that. We take a look at how improving football is also an investment into the entire athletic program. The ribbon is cut and one major facility upgrade complete. Memorial Stadium is one of the many projects in the works at the IU Athletic Department.
We're going all around the country to look at schools that represent themselves to have the best celebration of their college sports, whether it's North Carolina basketball or Florida football, and we want to be the best. We want to be the new standard.
The new north end zone boasts the largest athletic weight and conditioning center in the nation. Plush athletic offices with outdoor concourses overlooking the field, and a Hall of Champions reception and museum center perched up between the glass towers. After further renovation of the existing stadium this spring, a new $3 million academic center will serve more than 630 student athletes each year.
We're going to go from the smallest academic center by some measure to the fourth largest in the Big Ten. That cuts across all of our sports. That attracts student athletes. That enables us to coach people up, not only in sports, but in academics.
Across the parking lot, the new basketball development center is scheduled to open in March.
Now, this is the men's gymnasium in the basketball development center. We actually have two basketball courts in the building. The north half is for the men and the south half is for the women. The total building square footage is approximately 70,000 square feet.
The new facility will give both the men's and women's squads their own state-of-the-art venue to practice, train, and condition without scheduling hassles of sharing one court in Assembly Hall.
When a student athlete has to go through the scheduling situation to take into account, say, a 12 noon till 3 p.m. Practice period, that really is cutting into the heart of what for academia is a very, very prime schedule time for classes that might apply to that young man or young woman's major.
Legacy Court will give fans a chance to relive IU basketball memories while overlooking the practice courts.
It's certainly something that is going to put us on a very equal footing with other Big Ten schools. There is a bit of a wow factor.
Another project expected to be completed by Thanksgiving is the resurfacing of the outdoor track. When completed, it will give IU the best dual track facility in the country. But amid the national championship banners of Assembly Hall and the Councilman Billingsley Center, it's raining on the parade. Literally.
There are fans who would tell you they get rained on during a basketball game in the Assembly Hall.
Assembly Hall has about 4 acres of a rubber membrane roof that needs replaced.
This is a pretty good sized bathtub. We have 8 drains that take care of it, but you're talking about a pretty substantial catch basin. And so this is the second roof that the building has had, and we've had new roofs designed. Depending upon what process we use, it would run probably anywhere from about $1.2 to maybe $2 million to replace.
A faulty door made us wonder if we were stuck up on the roof.
Come on. Well, we'll walk back down to the other end. This doesn't want to open. Isn't that a good sign? You know, doesn't want to let us out of here.
The Aquatic Center has a leaky roof, too. But even more alarming, the touchpads used to score timing are losing the ability to record times.
We had one lane that wouldn't time at all. And there are college coaches who have shared now with Coach Luce, we won't come back to your pool in Bloomington until you have a timing system that is what all of us are used to seeing with swimming.
That's ridiculous. At a university that has the number of Big Ten championships we have, the number of national championships we have, the great caliber of coaches that we have, the desire to regain that primary status as a swimming and diving power.
IU baseball and softball facilities are also lagging in the Big Ten.
Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, you know. There's not that feeling. There are no clubhouses for the baseball teams, no indoor areas that can be used during the out-of-season time. You know, so much can be accomplished in that period from Thanksgiving until the first game is played the end of February in batting cages. And so they want to have those amenities, those opportunities. They're being offered at other institutions.
The question is how to fund these improvements to the point they are not just maintained, but the best in the country.
On a per sport basis, we are second from the bottom in terms of how much money we spend as a department. It's because of the environment that we were economically. Now, how do you fix that? One way is fill the football stadium. People say, geez, you seem to be spending an awful lot of money on football. I plead guilty to that, not only because it's important for football, but because it's important for the rest of our programs. Our money is all of our own. We either earn it through ticket sales and sponsorships, or we ask for it from our donors. There's no general education money. There's no General Assembly money.
Or they get it from TV and radio revenue. Glass says the Big Ten Network has been a critical source of funding, contributing an extra $9 million a year since the network began.
And if I can be close on facilities, I'll beat you on Bloomington, the quintessential college town. I'll beat you on the campus, the most beautiful in the Big Ten for sure, and maybe one of the most beautiful in the country. I'll beat you with the Kelly School. I'll beat you with the Jacobs School. If I can get close on facilities with the coaches and the advantages of Indiana University, I'll be able to beat you.
The Big Ten Network money becomes very important for schools like IU because if you think of how many people Michigan, Ohio State, or Penn State can fit into their football stadium in one game, that's how much IU will have an entire season.
That's a really good point I didn't think about. Of course, they are trying to change that. Tickets for the homecoming game are selling fast.